Welcome to Take 5, a podcast brought to you by Newleaf Training and Development. Each edition is an inspiring interview with a leader worth listening to. Enjoy! Hey, I'm Paul Butler. I'm one of the client partners at Newleaf Training and Development, and I'm so delighted to be joined today by a man that's dear to my heart, Joe Keller. Joe's actually the executive pastor at my home church, which is Grace Baptist Church in Santa Clarita, California. Joe, can you believe it? For 18 years, I think I had a mullet when we first started. We've really focused on helping people in organizations better manage themselves, lead others, and grow business acumen. I just wondered, from your experience, what would be your recommended best practices to bring out the best of people in organizations? But please do start, though, by telling us a little bit about your role, your organization. So over to you, Joe, and I'll wrap it up when you're done.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's great to be in your space, and for all the people that you help to be included is just it's a privilege for me. So thanks. My role essentially, I serve as essentially a chief of staff in a lot of ways. That I get to take the mission and purpose of our church and to mobilize that through gifted and skilled leaders so that we can fulfill our mission to impact people for the cause of Christ. And so my days are full of both program and people and our community. And so it's very diverse. And I really am certainly energized by it. As I think about your question and how to really leverage that forward for me, and I don't think I'm alone in this, but it's been really helpful to see this modeled and to be able to do it myself, is to really start my day in centering on my own worldview, meaning that in my own personal health, my own spiritual development and centeredness, that I wake up in the morning and really do think about how am I called to live? What are the basic biblical principles that shape how I think about life and ministry and people, to be able to be refreshed spiritually, physically as well, right? Being able to work out and to be centered, because I've realized that if my heart is centered, then I'm able to be the most useful, to be able to care and to serve for others. And so then in my particular day, to be able to do weekly planning and time blocking really does then allow my heart to take my core center, what it means to live and to serve, and then to be able to apply that strategically for the main purpose of leading people. I found that in the end, the most effective, useful, influential work happens through the relationship with people, that a product or a process, for whether it be in our context here in the local church, or as I work with and collaborate with other institutions, that in the end, that the days of actual work is leveraged with relationship forward mindset. And so in that effort, I found that whatever the project might be, that center pointing that into care for people to help them to flourish and to use their natural giftedness to advance mission and purpose ends up creating more useful and effective work than if I just gave direction or dictation or just kind of mobilized just from my chair. The collaborative effort of having someone in my own heart that I'm centered in what my day is about. I know what I'm called to do and why I'm called to do it, and to be able to strategically put together those time blocks of effectiveness, knowing this is the kind of work that I want to accomplish within these time blocks to advance that purpose, with the singular goal of not just achieving a task list, but to actually helping others to flourish. Really, I've seen fruit and effectiveness beyond what I could have strategized at the beginning of my week. And that's what I've seen modeled, as well as that I've been impacted by, and the opportunity to give other people a taste of that as well. You can see residual impact in any organization. And certainly I get to see that in the context of our church.
Brilliant. Thanks ever so much, Joe. Well, on behalf of everybody that watches these Take Fives, I really hope you found that very, very useful. Clear, concise suggestions about how to bring out the very best of not only yourself, but also in service to your organization. And just a message out to the subscribers to keep an eye on the events page of our website, where there's plenty of opportunities to participate in things that we do throughout the course of the year, many of which are free for subscribers. Joe, could I offer you a virtual high five?
Absolutely.
Thank
Is
you,
that how
Joe.
that
Really.
works? That was my first time. That was more fulfilling than I thought it would be. That's pretty great.
Joe, thanks ever so much for taking a few minutes with us today.
You bet, man. It was a pleasure to be a part. See you later, man.
Cheers, Joe.
I hope you found that interview useful, and if you did, feel free to rate, review, and share this podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode, and we also invite you to check out our other weekly podcast, Going the Extra Mile, which is sure to lift your spirit and encourage you in today's working world. Bye for now.